I guess I would say the family is cautiously optimistic. Um, we want to believe this is the end, but I think, much like the press, until there's a body, we're not there yet. We want to see this carried through to the extent, and along with that, we would like to thank all the levels of law enforcement, because over the years we've dealt with a lot, and they've been very good to the family, and very much appreciate what they've done, because 10 years is a long time for us, and I know it's a long time for law enforcement as well.
Did you know this gentleman just 3 doors down?
I didn't. I'll be honest. Until this week, I didn't realize that that they had been coworkers at some point in time. It's 5-acre parcels or larger out there, and people tend to move to the country to have a little bit of privacy, and we knew many of the other neighbors, but other than perhaps waving to him at the mailbox as you drove by, I did not know him.
When did you hear that an arrest was made or a person was being detained, and kind of what happened in your head and in your heart when you heard that?
We were first notified yesterday, early in the day. I think I was a little bit shocked at that point. I mean, after 10 years, you don't really expect to get a call at work, and it's precisely what happened. And after buttoning up a few things there, we went home, and I did speak with detectives several times during the day, and unfortunately, there's not a lot of information that's been shared, and probably shouldn't be at this point, until they have their ability to move forward.
It's crazy. I never expected the case to go this far after it being cold for 10 years. Especially yesterday. I mean, I guess any day it would be crazy to hear that, but I just wasn't expecting it.
And Sam, I heard you on the podcast too. I know it was a tough choice for you to even participate at first. How much do you think that podcast and also the national TV show, how much do you think, and Bill as well, how much do you both think that helped in solving this case?
I feel like people wouldn't have started coming forward if it wasn't for the podcast and James Basinger. And with CrowdSolve coming up, I feel like that gave them an extra push to come forward.
Yeah, and I would say, we've done 2 television shows in the last year and a half, and then the podcast on the heels of that, and it has focused a lot more attention on the case than I think had been focused on it in a great many years. And I think the more you're in the national media, the better. And that's what people kept saying to us, is you need to get the word out again. It's been a while, and we did. And I do think that had an impact for sure.
Well, they haven't found Nancy yet. What are your thoughts on the fact that you need more help from the public or more help digging around and finding?
Well, absolutely. I think any tips anyone can provide should be looked at. And if nothing else, I think right now this is generating a huge amount of interest in the case, and hopefully it'll make anybody who knows anything, willing to come out.
What will this mean if this is solved and finalized? We always throw the word closure out there. We don't know what it's like to be in your shoes. What would it be like for you too?
I think it would be huge for us. The whole family needs closure. Her sister needs closure. Her parents need closure. The rest of the family all need closure. Not knowing is a hard thing. And unless you're in that situation, I don't really think you can fully understand it.
Samantha, what was it like for you when you first got to the house and she wasn't there, the door was open? What'd you think?
I didn't think much of it because she would go on walks, or there was a gas station right next to our house, so she could just walk there and get some food or something. So I didn't think much of it, and then by the 3rd time we came back, it was like, where is she? And it's just been hard since then.
Do you have any idea where she might be now? Do you think she's at that house?
She, maybe? I'm not sure.
Can you talk about the last 10 years for you?
The last 10, oh my gosh. I've struggled a lot. Growing up without a mom sucks, especially when you don't know where she is.
A lot of milestones, huh?
Yeah, lots of milestones. She didn't get to see me graduate. She didn't get to see my first dance, me drive a car, any of that.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 19.
But this would help.
It would help so much to find her or find out what happened to her.